Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and as you can see, it's from the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show on Disney Plus, Captain America. So this is very exciting, obviously, kind of Falcon Sam Wilson's final end finale costume made in Wakanda. So very excited. As soon as Diamond Select, unfortunately, spoiled the costume weeks and weeks ago, it's great to actually see it in the show. And as soon as I saw it, was really looking forward to that Hot Toys reveal. And here we have it. Just Falcon Hot Toys just in general. I bought the original one from Winter Soldier. It was my favorite Hot Toy of that year, and just in general, it's one of my favorite Hot Toys that I own. It's great. It has fantastic articulation. The wings are impressive. It's a total centerpiece. I love it. So I am all for a new, kind of Falcon design, especially one that's different enough to warrant another purchase. So I'm very excited to see this new figure. So let's talk about the figure. So starting off with the face sculpt, I think the face sculpt is excellent. The actual sculpt of the expression, very stern, but I think it matches the character. Sometimes when you get a stern face sculpt, it's a little boring, but I think it matches Sam here. The sculpt itself, I think, is fantastic. I really don't see any issue with it. I don't see an angle that I think that it doesn't look great. It just looks fantastic no matter how you're looking at it. The goggles are very translucent, so it's very clear to see the eyes underneath. Like Marvel Legends, their new figure, they do have translucent goggles as well, and you can see the eyes, but you've got to look closely. But here you can see them very clearly, and from the eyes, from the mouth section, top of the head, it looks stunning. I honestly don't have any issue with this face sculpt. I think it's pretty great. The overall suit, very cool, very different for this character, of course. His kind of Captain America version. I think that it looks really nice. I think that the suit is very impressive, and I like the fact that they're going full force and like having him take the mantle of Captain America and not just be, the Falcon with a shield. So I do like that quite a bit. As you can see, you can even fold those wings. I'll get into the wings, of course, but you can fold it, give it that look like when he saved the one guy on the freeway bridge. Overall, though, the suit is very nice. The light blue reminds me of like kind of the first Avenger Captain America. Maybe I could have wanted that to be a little bit brighter. I feel like it's a little bit brighter in the show, but it does have a slightly kind of dulled look, which it still looks nice. But overall, I could probably have gone for it to be a little bit brighter. The articulation actually looks really good. It looks like the pants are made of more of a material and not so much kind of rubber and tight materials. So it looks like the legs have some good articulation. That was one thing that I loved about the Winter Soldier Falcon, is that his pants, they were kind of just like army pants, very baggy, allowed for a fantastic articulation without any stress on the costume. And then as far as the arms, they look like they have pretty good articulation. Probably a little hindered in the shoulder, but elbows look baggy enough and more of a cloth that it should have excellent articulation. The wings, that's of course the big point of this. As you can see, look at that wingspan. Looks fantastic. Based on their specs, it's 31 inches long, just over 31 inches, almost 31 and a half inches. I measured my Falcon, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, has the same wingspan of the Civil War Falcon, the only other version of him. And that has a wingspan of 24 inches. So this one is 7 inches longer, so basically 3.5 on either side extra, which is very nice. It's cool to see the wingspan really intensify. As you can see from some of these close-up shots, the texturing in each blade is really nice. You've got a blade that's fully textured and then a clean blade. The juxtaposition of each other look really nice and really allow the details to be very visible without it being too busy. Articulation on the wings looks great as well, so you can point them down, you can point them up here. It looks like the front section right here, it folds quite a bit, probably a hinge here and then a hinge back here too. So double hinged, I assume, just from the pictures what I'm getting. Yeah, because you got one hinge. Oh, I missed it. But you have, here, I can go back, can I? You've got one hinge here and one hinge here, so folded completely, you can completely wrap it around him, and then there's a hinge at the back that allows up and down. As far as another hinge allowing up and down anywhere else on it, I'm not sure. I can't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not, just based on how it's designed or how it looks in these photos. But overall, I think that the wings are very impressive. I love the color on the wings too, and then just having them so large is really fantastic. Just going over what he comes with, he's very light in that department. Now the wings, of course, are the massive accessory here. But he comes with some hands. Looks like he has a nice assortment of hands, but nothing, major. He comes with a really standard base. That's something that I wish was upgraded for, that type of base for, Thor, and having him kind of fly on that's completely fine. Even Vision, but a character that is supposed to be on a flight stand, but has some large, portions to him, especially with the wings. I really don't like that base because you tilt it too much to one side, and it's just going to be toppling over. It reduces what you can actually do with him. I wish that they came with one of those kind of larger triangular bases, like what the other two Falcons came with. I think that would have been much better. And if I do get this figure, I won't display him on this base. That one's just way too standard for this scale of a figure, in my opinion. And then he comes with Redwing, which is nice. I love Redwing. When he was first introduced, I was really excited in Civil War. So to get the new version of Redwing here is very cool. From what I can see, it looks nice. I don't think that there's much going on with it, though. I don't think there's any lights or any articulation with it, of course. But it does have kind of a flight stand that can be hooked to, I believe it hooks into the cradle that actually holds Sam. I believe it hooks into that, and then that can kind of be floating around him. So that's kind of neat. So accessories, very light. However, I really don't know what else they could come with. There's some small things in the show I'm sure that they could include, but specifically for him in this costume, I don't really think that there's anything else. Even like a battle damage shield, I don't think the shield really got that battle damage or anything from what I could see. The only other thing I can think of that would actually work for this type of suit is he has, I don't know if they were just red wings, but they were kind of just two extra kind of jet things, like Iron Man in Homecoming when he saves Peter and puts the boat back together, like two little drones that, attach to the truck and push it back up. Those things, that would have been neat, but again, unnecessary. So overall, light on accessories, but, rightfully so, based on the character. So he's gone up on pre-order, and he is $375. To be honest, I actually find that a good price. I was expecting around $450 for this one, just because I feel like Hot Toys have just been incredibly expensive as of late, and $375 is incredibly expensive, but I was expecting more, to be honest, because the wings are so massive, and, just kind of a premium character here. I thought that they would really screw you, but the price isn't bad. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. The release date, that's further out than I'd like, but it's not terrible. It's July to September of 2022, so definitely in the future here, but nonetheless, I am happy with the price, in all honesty. And do I think I'll get this one? That's a toss-up. I really don't know. I think that most likely I will, because again, I have a Falcon in my collection that I love. It's a great Falcon, but this one is just so much more different. It makes me want it definitely more. Now, if in the next movie his costume changes up quite a bit, of course I'm sure he'll stay with the Captain America design. But if it, the colors really change on it, or they put more blue or red, something like that, and they get rid of some of the white or vice versa, then I'd probably skip this. But who knows when we're going to see this character next. It's kind of unfortunate that there's not an Avengers movie to look forward to. It's one thing that I liked about Marvel pre-Infinity War, is that we always knew when the next team up was going to be, so we always knew when we'd see these characters next. But for right now, it's really nobody knows. So who knows when Captain America is going to show up again, whether it's a season 2, whether it's some sort of a Avengers styled movie, or the rumored Captain America 4, or who knows what. But as long as this figure comes out before we get a new look at his new suit, or if there's going to be major changes or anything like that, I think that I probably will pick up this figure. I think that it's going to be needed for kind of the next phase in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a centerpiece, because I'm I'm sure if there is a kind of more traditional Avengers movie coming, I think that he'll probably, continue the mantle. I mean, he'll obviously be Captain America, but I think that he'll also be considered the leader of the new Avengers team as well. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this new Captain America Hot Toys figure. Very excited to see it. Very excited to get it, and just a great figure look overall. They showed Bucky originally when the series started, and now we have Captain America. Really hoping we get Zemo and U.S. Agent. That would be great. Those would be must-haves for me. But let me know what you guys think of this figure, and thanks so much for watching.